You have me bugged.
We're tracking 1,600 now. The great conversion.
Oh, God. Oh,
This is
fucking
topical.
Christ. You randomly choose to allow us to see Malloy outside of the tower because he's been fed the entire time he's been there. Assuming he comes in, he's brought in, he's checked, he's screened, he does the interview section with them, and he leaves. Why are you showing us now? Because you want us to focus on this because it's important for the story. Why is this random person engaging him here? Not so stupid question. Why are you engaging him here? Are you assuming that they don't have human familiars that answer back to both Louis and Armand? Apparently so. Even then, you choose to engage in this conversation. Why? And you choose to reveal the particular details that you revealed. Why?
Because plot? Because exposition?
You mention details that we've learned last episode as to make it seem that this character is keeping abreast on what Malloy knows.
That rhymes.
At the same time, the audience knows it, which makes it seem that you are indeed bugging him.
Your comically vulnerable lapse, huh?
Villain here, a fan of intelligence officers. We got a live one.
That's something I would do if I was being trailed. Like, hey, there's a rapist following me. I don't know why more people don't do that.
As your friend, I will not say the first thing that came to my mind.
Michelin fish in the desert.
The way he's just hanging there, obviously by ropes. Because you think he'd be more floaty than that.
Yeah.
How many people in the world know?
His hand and feet just dangling there.
You're at the height of willful ignorance. We exploit it. This is Lestat's prophetic vision.
Lestat de Liancourt.
Why does he say it lean?
Lean court.
In strict obedience to medieval laws put in place, we were embers on a waning pyre.
Wait, so he's a fucking firebender? What the hell was that?
There are many vampires that have multiple gifts, one of which is the fire or flame gift, which technically does look like pyrokinesis.
This was something new, something I hadn't felt before.
Big rubbing.
Like some patronized, tarted up dervish. Summer fruit in the dead of winter. He
Was it natural?
entirely unnatural.
He was a massive hobo.
Il n'y a rien.
Man, why is his face so ashy?
He's been living it and running in his own shit. Yeah, just do this in front of everybody. Like, why not? Weren't you all about following vampire rules?
It was just this one twink that needed to be dominated.
He stops time! What the f- Wait, hold on. Let's tally up all the powers that he has. Manipulate people's thoughts. Control fire. Telekinesis. And stop time?
I think this one is less stopping time and more that good old Professor X. I make everybody's perception of time look like it's proceeding normally when actually they're standing still.
I mean,
It's
Lestat
not
did the
looking
same
good.
thing, so I'm guessing they're implying here that he was taught that by Armand.
It still looks stupid. Because wouldn't you stop everybody else then do this? They're still gonna remember an ashy foreigner throwing around a pompous French guy who was clearly doing the French baguette with another fag. What are we doing?
There are glimmers of this show being better than it was the first season. Like I said, last season, I think the showrunner from season 1 has been just pushed out. They have these new showrunners, and his name is just on the tin. But they still have to work with the shaky foundation of season 1.
I agree with you, but this is entirely season 2. Nobody told them to introduce pyrokinesis. At most, we knew this nigga could fly. What the fuck is he gonna do next? Turn invisible? Stealthily suck his in the middle of the night?
Relâche-le! Relâche-le!
Even inside of this polished ball of shit, Sam continues to be a diamond in the rough.
Je suis Armand. Je suis le chef de ton clan.
Why I gotta live with your broke asses? Why can't I just move y'all? I mean, even if I don't want to, why can't I just move y'all in to my fly ass chateau where it's clean and there's no dung and cockroaches?
Because it's all about buck breaking him. It's the taming of the
The taming of the fruit.
of his limbs.
Welcome to my layer.
Just like the gay French love novels.
We're going to fuck. You need to wash your ass.
Allons-y.
Listen, showrunners, you cannot, even with Sam, you cannot make me get a sign with, yeah, to the box.
In a roomy box.
And like that, the top became the bottom.
That's it?
And I locked away those words for another 150 years. And then he arrived and shattered that lock.
And you're
Now I'm just thinking of two doors closing on an asshole. At least it's not as embarrassingly gay as the first season.
First season, they just had no excuse for this extremely out of place book dialogue for them to justify their gaze for each other. In this situation, this man basically says, "Suck my dick in the theater through this box of popcorn." He's like, "No, the theater boy is watching us." Good. I wanted to be jealous.
I remember what I remember.
He does not look good in this makeup.
I'm guessing it's kind of the point. You're trying to look grown, but you don't. You just look fucking ridiculous. Because I'm looking at the grimace she had when putting on more lipstick. I'm like, bitch, you already got some on. What the fuck? It's not gonna get any better.
No pain. You fucking sneeze at the end.
I tried to stifle it.
Why is a vampire sneezing? Stop doing human shit.
It's not a farmers, though.
It's hay season. Like, we
That's
all
why I
have
didn't-
allergies.
See, that's why I didn't react to it, because I know you got mad, I get mad, and then we just be two mad niggas yelling and screaming.
Because they know when we walk in the movie, we going to talk all the way through that motherfucker.
This is the buddy box, and this is the wrap box. You put your freshie in the buddy box, safety off the funnel.
Day one at Arby's. You got your dead box and your rat box, and that's just how they make their sandwiches. That's not even... That's not even the trash room.
Yeah, right.
Really? Romantic picnic at night, or 1940s Paris, where I'm sure there's plenty of rats.
For lanky, thin white people and foreign people, it's romantic enough.
I don't know any chick who would want to be on a cobblestone ground, scuffing her ass, where there are rats.
It is not the whole reason I'm here.
No. It's definitely not the whole reason he's here.
Go back.
I've made that clear enough.
So if that's why you're here.
It starts out slowly with him in view of the face, so they have to phase the camera out of focus to make sure you don't get the actor's full face. And then he just rolls up like, "Nice night to go looking for a place to get bug yeah."
Louis is quite the spinner.
Oh, that's...
I mean, if you're thinking about Lestat, he's very clear and present. I hope that the show is smart enough to do this, but I think they already fucking know that they killed Lestat. Because Armand is a little too powerful to be this dumb.
My mind was touched. Something wrong, Daniel?
Something you were saying made me think of, that's it. It just flew out of my head there. It's gone.
Nigga, you in a room with two mind-reading vampires. What the f*** is that?
Evil as any vampire who ever lived.
Why does that make you as evil as any...
And you niggas are talking about this in the open air for pub?
They sacrifice common sense for like the scene. We have to we want to make this like a meet cute thing where they're falling in love and despite the fact that they want to be secretive. We got to talk about vampire business or vampire secrets and shit out in the fucking open.
Not even code words. This nigga is looking at his most Obama yet, and you want me to believe that niggas didn't look around the room and look at you crazy?
Evil is the product of the ability of humans. Now, will you two kindly shut up?
Like, for real. You shut the fuck up, you two preening gays.
You remember how they were perfectly being able to hold a conversation while the nigga was performing on stage? Nigga's not using that here.
You little whore. Only want him 'cause you're feeling blue.
You skank ass bitch. You killed me and left me in a ditch. And now you got another nigga 6 feet making you his bitch.
I was with Bruce for 30 years.
Bruce, how long are we going to play games, Louis?
So
right
the show
here
is
is a good example of what I'm like. How long are we gonna play these games? Like, like the innuendo, like implying, is he talking about how long are you gonna pretend you didn't kill Lestat or like you didn't know him, or he could genuinely be talking about how long you're gonna play around until you fuck me, whatever. Either way, yeah, okay, this is fine.
Listen, before you say it,
What's with the camera angle though?
You see, Jay, what happened was we were praising the show,
And then it got fucked again.
and the show detected that we were giving it compliments and said, "Let's fucking night right the fuck up."
Lestat was my companion in America.
Oh, okay, so he's just admitting it now. Okay, why'd you have to admit it so quickly?
That thick just got you thinking about it and making you just spill off from the mouth, hoping to get him in the bed quicker, isn't it?
he knows.
Stop with the camera camera.
It's so that they don't have to pan to the left and show the stage side, so they can insert Sam using the second unit photography. That's the basic answer. The stupid answer that I'm sure they're gonna go with is the energy of the sun.
I killed him, and he f***ing had it coming.
I've known for months.
See, okay, we're good. He's also been playing games this whole time, pretending like he doesn't know. Okay, because it'd be stupid if they didn't know. It'd be dumb. Like, he's very powerful and he can read minds.
Did she help you kill him?
Yes. No.
You broke one of the great laws.
I don't know any great laws. Lestat never told me. I told you I loved you. Go away.
Oh, gay. Gay and like a just
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
just like, this is terrible.
He will be the ruin of us. Do what must be done. The Coven would like to know what you intend to do with him.
After the ceremony, after she's committed herself to us, then I'll do what must be done.
What a great scene.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I like that they did it during the performance because they know, yeah, we've seen this already. We know how it goes. And then, like, they kept the conversation going, in real time as it was going on. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty good.
Every part of it came together well. The 5% is all the shit you niggas did leading up to this, so that sours this in itself.
Did he break you, Louis?
Did he break your asshole, Louis?
Did he dislodge your jaw, Louis?
Are you inviting me in?
Are you inviting me in your butthole?
You find out why they call me Loose Cheeks Louis.
I'm a fierce vampire trapped in the body of a little girl. I'm reminded of it every night of my existence.
I want you.
You sure about that?
I want your tight ass. Are you sure about that?
Tonight, we have a little altercation.
Okay, so we were technically right and wrong. It was both camera work and CGI. Why does that look so bad though?
We have a time freeze element that happens. We're using people who are good at standing frozen, and we're using fishnets to have dresses.
This is an improvement over just letting an open flame run and thus destroying the effect of time freezing.
Yeah, I just wish they would use more practical shit and not rely on CGI. Yeah, to be honest, the fast effects were better in the original film. It's a combination of good editing, camera work, and the actors knowing what to do, like how to speed off.
We're at the mercy of cable editing here. We don't have Hollywood editing and the Hollywood suite of editors. We have cable editors and what they're allowed to use during market rules, which is actually a lot more than what would have been available for the time period. They're supposed to definitely have control of this kind of editing effect. It feels half done, which is saddening. They never used that fishnet wire trick for season 1 at all. So the technical mastery here is clearly multiple levels improved, but it still feels like they're pulling, or someone is being disallowed from letting a crazy idea result in a really good effect for a scene. With the call that I made on that editing, having it shown to us here in the Insider, I was not wrong, but Jay wasn't wrong either. And yet it still feels bad. Kind of like the wire work they did for episode 1 and the effects they did in episode 2. I don't know what it is, but something's not clicking. The decision made for them by the script for how their characters behave in those scenes. And because he's simply just playing a version of himself from the past, Sam looks the best.
The anger and the emotion increases. The stunt becomes bigger and bigger.
Oh, see, you gotta have good timing on this. When you, like I said, when you rely on mostly a computer, you gotta at least make it look like, oh yeah, is this something that they did in post, or did they do it live? And the editor they picked is just not good at timing how to put in the effects.
Because I'm a giant Toku fan, well, the majority of these effects are done pretty much perfectly in every installment that they've been doing since 2010, which I believe should be properly decayed. So they've been doing this shit right for the last 10, close to 14 years. And you niggas are getting dog washed by regular Saturday morning Japanese superhero cartoons. I don't know how to describe it. It has never been more cooked for you niggas.
You can tell when the rope guy jerks him back because instead of the actor keeping his feet straight up, he lets his shins go down.
You need to look like you're holding the fucking angle bracket open. Put your hands up, put your legs forward, and just let the momentum carry you.
Yeah.
And then fucking splat against the wall.
He's too far away from the fucking wall. Like right here is where it should stop, and then should cut to his back hitting the wall.
It feels like it wasn't right when we watched it. Maybe we're being too harsh and we have confirmation bias, along with us more jacked into the ones that made us think about the scene being more shitty than the ones that were passable. So we're now reevaluating it partially.
And all that unnecessary blur. Yeah, and plus him running towards the camera. They added blur there too.
4 others you have, and they're all dead.
The Talamasca is very important to the Anne Rice canon. It's almost like Men in Black.
When y'all niggas did the Talamasca and Merfield, which is, it was dog shit.
They say you're mad in love with humanity, saving their private moments with light and shadow.
In love with humanity, Louis?
Louis hasn't been in love with humanity since season 1, episode 1.
They're so focused on him being the black character, the disenfranchised black character, that he doesn't really have time to love humanity.
And his whole desire of making portraits and taking pictures, I guess you could claim that's a form of liking humanity, but that's more like distilling humanity and time in a bottle. You could really romanticize that shit up as much as you want, but at the end of the day, the nigga's trying to run away from shadows by hiding himself in the red room, developing photography. He's running away from his past by taking pictures of the present that he can look at in the future to remind him of better days in the past. It should actually be you contrasting how he uses that photography versus the pictures that are taken and are printed in the newspaper clippings that the Talamasca can now upload onto Molly's computer to contradict or contrast what is being said in the story. Is Louis going to look back on and remember exactly the details of how eventually she will be killed? Is he going to look back on this time in Paris and remember that that's also when I got Armand's thick, hard, olive skin in my after he threatened to with the trappings of Louis is not in love with humanity. He's in love with the fleeting trappings of humanity. Writers on this season, please hear the words that I just communicated and write better scripts.
Yeah, given what they have to work with season 1, they, like I said, they race swapped his character. They made him more gay and really emphasized his struggle with homosexuality and masculinity.
That nigga did not look like he was struggling with homosexuality, Jay. That nigga was not.
You know what I mean, nigga. You know what I mean. Like I said, he's got no time or space to enjoy humanity. It looks like he had plenty of time and space to enjoy vampirism. You look like you're living in misery. Oh, you should become a vampire and be out and gay and love it. That was the downside of all the changes they made to the story.
You have already beat the barrier that you've needed to beat for season 1. Like when I teach lead clients, you don't need to play for a lead anymore. All you have to do now is stay consistent, and you've already beat the curve. Just hang in the curve. Hang in the curve of his ass. Just hang in that tight curve. Grind the walls if you have to, but stay in the curve. Stay in there. Lock in, nigga.
Let me press play on this shit before you go on tight your butthole.
Louis always teetering on ideas of morality and who he is and what's right and what's wrong.
Morality, you were a pimp, bro. This is how you can tell this new showrunner is trying to circumvent some shit from season 1.
They don't need to do fag haggery. They just need to fucking sit in the curve of the drama and let the wave carry. If they do that, they will be fine. He was a pimp outright. So let him have this born again moment where he's trying to discover himself in Paris. He just lets the Parisian streets take him. And he discovers himself and rediscovers his humanity.
Yeah, with this up though, what I know is going to end up pissing me off is like the memory recall and the overabundance of powers. It's like, you're still on that. You're still on that bull. Why the does Louis have problems with his memory? So they were like, we'll give Armand some mind control powers and then we can explain it that way.
Because then we have to assume how many memories were being repressed by Armand in season 1 that are slowly being unlocked with proper recall and Malloy's assistance, air quote.
Being able to make proactive decisions about her own life. It's a void that's created for her, that she can never have that.
After the episode segments, like it's night and day because Roland Jones would be like, hey, if you're a vampire who's a black man in America, that could be a whole boingy boingy. Opposed to these people who are like, oh, the character and the special effects and the character, which is what they're supposed to be fucking doing. And I still don't like, what's his name is Louis. I still don't. Like, he's not a terrible actor. It's just like the way, I don't like the way this is being acted or written. I just don't. I mean, they give him a little bit more dignity than the first season, which is good. But it's still this character.
He is slightly better, but not by much because of the baggage.
To pursue love.
Are you gonna kill me?
To pursue this feeling.
Sudan!
Coming soon. Yeah, so an improvement from episodes 1 and 2.
In the technicality region, it has a lot more going for it than usual. In terms of writing, in certain places, it is good. In other places, the fag-haggery is getting too much. Overall, much better. And the fact that it's happening in the first half, rather than the back half of the course, is great, because it means that you only have room for more improvement, where you can only get better.
But yeah, you know, they're between a rock and a hard place, and it seems like I will commend them for that. That they are, you can tell that they are trying their best with what the they have, and it is AMC. Like they're infamous for nickel and diamond, cutting corners and it up. So, you know.
Eliza, Maven in the Eventide, also watching. Like we said before, you have to find a way to satisfy us and also satisfy fans like her. The things that we would criticize about it are probably right up there with being in line with what she would be happy about. I very much do think that that episode 4 is going to probably be the death of Claudia's character. And however they go about it here is definitely going to spin her in a spiral, because whatever version they do is not what they did in the movie, and it's certainly not what they did in the books.
But yeah, that's going to be it. Love you guys, and thanks for watching.